Hey, hey. I guess I can't see who's actually in the stream, but what's going on, guys? I hope you watched the AF Live thing. We're running a AF Live in conjunction, which is 20% off, and it's AF Live is the code. So I hope you check that out. And you got to put your questions, I think, into this live chat. Your questions. Y'all see that live chat? I see there's a handful of everyone joining. Let's see what we got. I can do a pop-out chat. Wow. Here we go. Let me do this. Slack. Let me do this. Let me go here. Any questions, guys? Can you say stuff? Maybe you can't. Participants. Buck. Live. Who's a participant? Any more shotgun collabs in the works? We do have a gun collab in the works, but it's not a shotgun just yet. It's a rifle, actually. It's a rifle collab. And it will launch this fall. And it's amazing. And it's multi-caliber, so you can essentially choose what you want. And you can change the barrel and the magazine, like hot swap it. So if you're going on a hunt to Alaska or something like that, and you want to do big game and small game, you can bring both of the barrel sets without having to bring two guns, which is pretty sick. So that's coming up. So no shotgun right now in the works, but rifle is coming very soon. So that'll be cool. What other questions do you have? You've broken the seal on questions. So, anything else for me? The screen. All right, we got another one. Where's the truck? The truck is in Atlanta and it's for sale. It could be yours. For sale alert. America 3. That would be a great truck for you. You could have that as a daily driver. It'd be great up in Maine and be great going. I mean, it gets like 20 miles per gallon. Diesel, 7.3. You should definitely get that. And if you take pictures in it, like you took pictures of your truck going across the country, we can give you a nice deal on it. So if you've just joined, there's been a bunch of people just joined here. If you've just joined, just put a question or whatever you want me to talk about down in the chat. I think it's over there for you. Maybe it's over here. There. Somewhere. I guess I can just put on some tunes and then I'll wait for more questions. I'm here for you. Here to answer your questions. We got thoughts on side by side from John here. Thoughts on side by side versus over and under. I'm traditionalist. I like the side by side, but almost everyone's. Yeah, I think it's because the options in terms of side by side is just much more limited. I think I think if you can find a cool vintage side by side, go that route. But I don't know. I know there are some brands that are still making the side by sides. I just don't know how many are making them like with changeable chokes and stuff like that. So my guess is that the reason that people are going over and under is just because of the inventory available. I think you can go side by side. You're generally going to be in like a much higher price point for something new. Where you can get like a 686 Beretta Onyx for under, for $2,000 or something like that. Changeable chokes, modern, the whole thing. I don't know how much of that is available in side by side. So I think that that's what I would say. I think in terms of what I would get, it's totally your call, right? I think there's certainly value in the tradition and like the cool factor of the side by side. And I'd say, fuck it. If you can get a side by side, get a side by side. But if you can't find what you need and you don't have the budget to go for the over and under, or for the side by side, you go for an over and under. You have the 2 barrels, and that's the benefit, of course, of the 2 barrel system, which is you can do 2 chokes. So you can do a wider choke in your first shooting barrel and then a tighter choke in your second shooting barrel. So if you flush a bird or something like that, your first shot's going to be a wider pattern. And then the second one will be narrower. So it'll be, in essence, the same pattern at the different ranges. So that's the benefit to that. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. The reason I'm not looking at the camera is because it's way up here. It's like a foot above my head. So I'm looking directly at the live chat. Okay, Cole has a question. Are you going to make a backpack? Said loves the Hunter shirt. Thank you. I'm glad you love. I'm representing Hunter shirt right now. Believe it or not, I have made a really intricate design for a backpack that has a modular system in it. In other words, you have a double access shell, so it'll have you can access everything from the front, but also a roll top, so you can do longer items. And then inside the back has like a Velcro system where you can modularly put different kits. And those kits could be anything from small pouches to lens holders if you're doing photography, to first aid kits, to things like that. So I did all the design, all the sketching. We haven't made it yet. Unfortunately, what's happened is the pricing. It looks like the pricing to do it would make the thing like $700, which is a lot. So we also looked at doing like a more basic backpack, which would just be a single pouch center zip. But I just don't know if that's cool or unique enough for us to do. So maybe Cole, you could respond and tell me, A, is $700-800 actually feasible for the more intricate version, or B, would you like a more basic version, or we're kind of still in that holding pattern. Those are our 3 options right now. So think about that, and you could let me know. And John, did that answer your question in terms of the side by side versus over and under? I can't see when people are responding. There we go. We're all over the country, our team. So we've got people in Virginia Beach, Portland, Dallas, and Denver. We're spread out. I would say that our communication, intra-team communication, has been strong, greatly increased with the virus, because now everyone is getting good at working remote versus not really getting it. So we do a lot of video calls now, which we really didn't do before. So that's a good set. Yeah. So John, thanks for following up there. Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't actually know the answer to this, so I'm going to guess. I'm guessing it's because it may be lower cost to manufacture an over and under versus side by side, and or the perceived demand of over and under customers exceeds that of side by sides. Personally speaking, it's in essence the same product, right? I mean, it's the same kind of thing, double barrel shotgun. Maybe it's because the grip on the side by side is like a more of a flat English grip versus the over and under. You can get like a more full handed grip. So consumers prefer that more, and therefore they make more of them. That would be, those are my only guesses. So either A, it's lower cost, or B, the grip system on the OU is better than the SS. So that would be my thought on that front. Cole, so I think the cheaper version. Yeah, no, I agree on the two. So, and that, that kind of brings up the question, which is in terms of the functionality piece, it's like, the cost profile really gets driven on the backpack and making it expensive versus the other. Backpack is making things in the US is wildly expensive. I mean, that's just a fact, right? So like, I guess the question would be, would we consider doing this in Europe, making it in Europe, for example, and doing that higher end backpack, with the more features and all that, but still kind of getting it into $400. I mean, I don't think with all the features and all the packs and the kits and stuff, it's not going to get under 400. So I guess the question is, do you think it's viable at 400 if it's made in Europe or South America? And is that interesting, or is it like make me something that's more simple in the US? Like, what do you think about that, Cole? And anyone else can ask questions. I know half of the people, or four of the people have been asking questions. So anyone else is welcome to ask questions. Are we going to bring back the shooting glasses? Yes. So the shooting glasses are made by Randolph Engineering, which is amazing. And I think, in short, yes, we've looked at bringing them back, and I think the quality is really great, and the fact that they're lifetime guaranteed, literally lifetime frame warranty, so you can step on the frame. If it breaks, send it in, get another pair. I think that's amazing. I think it's a brand that aligns with us in terms of quality, which I think is phenomenal. The challenge, I think, with that is essentially just, it's a little bit around price point because they're like $250, which, it's all there. I mean, you're getting your money out, but I think that's kind of it says I'm unstable. I don't think I'm able to be seen right now. So Cole, you should stay local in the yeah. So I think there's definitely the local element. I think the question or the consideration of like a European or a different menu is just how much can you own, and like how much of a part of the brand can you be? Because for me, it's like I like the idea that you can only own like one shirt because of the price point, and then you have to go to another brand and buy a lower quality product from another brand because it's just the price point's too high. So I guess my kind of vision on that is like, if we can retain or exceed the quality level and still offer goods in the US, but then add another segment of products that are a bit more affordable so you can own more of our stuff. I think that to me, those worlds are interesting because you still make in the US, you still have, the highest quality products on the earth. But instead of you owning, let's say you own 100 items from us, you could own 200 items. So I like the idea of being able to give you more and let you, and like not have to have it be ball and buck for this one little thing or one item or one sector of items, but give you more of our brand. So that's the thought process, Cole, on the kind of the production side of it. It wouldn't be going away from it. It would be keeping it and then adding. So you can say like, okay, I'm going to get a couple of things here, get, that kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. But what other questions do we have? Any question you can ask is okay. How many face masks? 21,000. 21,000 masks. And I don't know if you saw the AF Live Q&A thing, but I thought we were going to make maybe a few hundred. And then, but I wanted to bake in the donation piece because I think as a consumer, it's easy to talk, right? It's harder to actually do something. And so I wanted to make it easy to do something. And so we did every mask you buy, we buy it. We buy one, give it away. So that's what we did. And so ultimately what's happened is that we'll be giving away over 20,000 of them, which is far more than I would have expected. I think that's great. I think now we're going to make more colors and so on and so forth, and do them at a lower cost without the donation built in, because I think the donation, I think people want to pay less, and if we're not buying another mask, we can charge less. And I think the production is catching up on the N95s and stuff like that. So I don't think there's a need to donate. So instead of forcing customers to buy the donated mask that people may not even need, we're going to drop the price. And we're going to do plaids and solid colors and new styles and all of that. So then I've got Cole. So just go to Europe, staying in, so I think the vision on that is as a fact, we'll always make in the US. We'll always make in the US. It's just saying if we could give you a shirt but you can still buy your US made Oxford. So it's not a either or, it's you get the decision. And you can make the decision on what you want to buy, and that may depend on where we're at, how long this interesting virus comes out. So maybe I'll ask you guys a question, which is, what has changed the most in your lives with the coronavirus? So what's the most different for you now with the virus? You have to type answer. Here's another one. What product are you most wanting? Yeah, so Cole's paying attention. Thank you, Cole. That's definitely a change. Where are you out of, Cole? Where are you based? I think there's a little bit of a lag on the messaging system. Is that nice? Are you in Charleston, or what area are you in? Yeah, J Boyle, agree. I mean, it's weird. It's so weird, isn't it? Because it's like cooking at home, cooking at home, cooking at home, cooking at home. It's getting to see other people and like kind of not having to clean up all the dishes and all that shit, right? It's like a whole thing. All right, so an hour out of Myrtle Beach. Nice. South Carolina's sick. We always go to Seawee. Do you go to Seawee, Cole? And Hunter, are you any hunting adventure? I want to get a Colorado turkey. I was out yesterday, or what day is it? Sunday. Yeah. Okay. So yesterday. I was out. Trying to get me a turkey. I'll show you some pictures. There I am trying to get a damn turkey with the snow-capped sick color. And I heard them and the whole fucking thing. But look at there's still snow in the mountains. I don't know if it's hard to see that. There you go. So yeah, Hunter, I'm trying to get a turkey. That's my goal. Which is, it's public land. I mean, it's a lot of territory to cover, and like, it ain't easy, but gotta work for it. It makes it better. Here's a question I'll push out, and I'm going to type it in. I'll say it. What products are you most wanting from us? Yeah, the deerskin are super sick. They're super sick. Now the yellow, like the natural yellow Cole, or like the tan color. And then on the Hunter shirt, great. We're actually about to launch like 4 or 5 more. All right, John. Cheers. The Hunter shirt. So we're launching like 4 to 6 new shirts in the next say. Interesting is, I think I'm not connected. Oh, there's a delay. I hope you can hear me. Any other questions? There we go. So the USA shirt, we're planning to bring it back this season. So it's coming. The internet's very slow. I've got my Able right here. We need to work on New Balance to do another collab. That's not one of the ones where you just say, let's do another collab. You gotta really work. I mean, it's a very big process to do a New Balance collab. It's a big company. It's a $3 billion company. So the Able Reels, lifetime warranty, lifetime, never again would you have to buy them. So definitely it's worth, it's an investment. You would own it, and that's Jay Boyle. You would own the reel for Mabel, and then you would give it to your kid or whoever you want to give it to, and then they would give it to and then because the quality is that high, and they service it and support it and all that. Got it on the tan, Cole. Those are sweet, badass. They're elk skin though; they're not deer skin. The tan one, or no, the tan are. The tan are deer skin, and like the more yellow ones are elk skin. That's a bit thicker hide. Both are sick. And the company that actually makes those for us makes for the Professional Bull Riding Association. So they aren't like some imitation glove. They're the real deal. That's true. On the two, well, no, you have a favorite. You pick the favorite and you give the one. No, you can give one the nipper and one the reel. You can will those into your will. It's definitely a line item worthy thing to give away. So, all right, I'm going to do about another minute. So fire off your last questions here. That is right. Yeah, deer skin's great. Pig skin's actually really a great hide too. Similar, I think, to deer skin, but definitely it's great because it's like when you think about a deer, it's like it's the tactility and the softness of calf skin, but the durability of like more of like a cow leather or something more in that world. So the women's line will be coming this fall, and it's going to be a select line. It will be our field grade collection, which includes the shooting shirt, the hunter shirt, double shoulder with the camo on the shoulder, and then a nice women's lightweight, not lightweight, but like warmer climate hunting pant. So we'll be doing the upland shirt, so tan with orange, probably tan or olive with camo, and then the pant with the double reinforcements. And then we got Hunter here. I've looked at doing, I think it says stable. So I think I just dropped out. I've looked at doing another one. I was looking at Bear & Co. knives. I looked at Benchmade. And I've looked at a company that we work with called Join or Die knives, but I almost like the idea of like a little fixed shank, fixed blade, little like skinner, like a little 2.5-inch skinner, maybe with a little leather sheath and an eyelet on the back so you can clip it to your belt loop, something like that. I don't know if that's what you're thinking, but something cool like that with like a handle, or like a wood. Or like a micarta, like a mixed material micarta handle, I was thinking. And then will we ever bring back a big sale? So there's still some of that, Cole, that 50 cal sale in the clearance or like the sale section of the site. So that's definitely a piece. And, I think like, yeah, I mean, it's there and we'll always add stuff there, Cole. So you can just go check on the site and see what you can find. Our goal, honestly, is to not kind of do big sales like that. The goal really is to make to always be in stock with a fewer collection of items and then have those always in stock and not on sale. And then do some seasonal stuff. But like essentially that 50 cal was like some stuff that we made years ago, which is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. But I would definitely encourage you to check the site now and just, if you see anything, grab it, because we're not planning to do another big sale like that. So, all right, last call for questions here, guys. Going once, going twice, going twice. All right. Okay, last one. Okay, got it. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, that's the whole. Hopefully, you can tell, and like when you feel the product in your hand, the quality. So it's really about fewer, better products. So it's not like, oh, I like that, I'm going to just buy it, wear it once, throw it out. It's like, think about what you want and you need, buy something that's built to last, wear the shit out of it, get your value out, look good, quality. That's the vision. So yeah, so the 50 cal is kind of some heritage inventory, some dead stock inventory. So if there's anything there, I would go get it. And then don't forget, remember, 20% off on the site with code AF Live. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time, I'm gonna sign off.